Hi, welcome. This topic is the question is how to enjoy doing business or keep enjoying doing business. And there are many ways to do this, but I'm going to talk about one particular way that I use. And I want to emphasize that, when most people talk about balance in life or enjoying business, etc., I'm not trying to be rude about this, but most people come up with a very Pollyanna like response, like, I don't know, do what you love and the money will come. And I got nothing against that, and it's probably some truth to that, right? And if you're consistently not loving what you do, it's kind of difficult to make money. So there's truth to that, but it doesn't give you much if you already love what you do, but you're still not really enjoying business. So let me define a little bit about what I think is enjoyment. And this partially comes from the work of a wonderful gentleman by the name of Dr. Mihai Csikszentmihalyi. He's a Hungarian born or Hungarian descent psychologist. He's been called the father of positive psychology. And he defines enjoyment as as really a juxtaposition between your challenge level, and your skills. And I found this very useful. Such a great distinction, such a great man. And the distinctions really are what's so great about it. It's probably what will be his legacy for years and centuries to come. So what this means is, when people are not challenged enough, they get bored. And when you get bored, it can be worse than anxiety. So when your challenge level is very low and your skill levels are very high, it's kind of like a guy with a PhD or a doctorate in something working at a 7-Eleven. Now, please don't write me emails protesting or standing up for the right of 7-Eleven people. I'm sure a lot of them are very smart, etc. But it's easier to get bored, right? And when you get bored like that, it can be very detrimental to your enjoyment. There's no enjoyment there, or very little enjoyment. You could say, it's easy, so you can enjoy it in that way. But after a while, it kind of wears on you. On the other side of that, if your skill levels are very low and your challenge is very high, then your anxiety levels tend to go up. So that you could say there are two extremes in this model. You can be very anxious when your skill levels are low and your challenge is high. And you can be very bored when your skill levels are very high and your challenge level is very low. So what do you do? Well, you try and make it so that your challenge level and your skill levels just meet each other just about right, or they exceed a little bit over each other. So skill level maybe just a little higher than your challenge, or the challenge level just a little higher than your skill level. So what is this? So you got to assess your skill levels honestly. Now the key word is honestly. Most people overestimate their skill levels or their competencies in any domain. So if you look at the 5 primary domains of what you do on a day-to-day basis. So if you're a realtor, it may be farming for new leads for sale, for people who are selling homes. It could be farming for new leads for people who are buyers. And you may have a skill level and a challenge level in each of these areas. You want to honestly assess that. Maybe even give it a rating of 0 through 10. Oh, my skill level is about 7. My challenge level is probably about a 3, in which case you're probably bored. But if your skill level is at about a 1 or a 2 or 3 and your challenge level is about an 8 or 9, then you may need to increase your skill levels so that you start enjoying yourself more. That might take a period of time, an adjustment, but the more you increase your skill levels in order to get coaching, get someone to mentor you, or you reduce the challenge level to about a 5 or 4, and then build up your skill levels, right? So the whole point in increasing enjoyment is to manage your skill and your challenge levels. And if you do this every day, if you honestly assess where you're at every day, then what you can start doing is stretching yourself every day. Okay, today I'm going to increase my skill levels by this much by reading or getting trained or getting a special coaching session with my coach, which I do for my clients from time to time. They request, yeah, I need a little bit of fine tuning here in my presentation skills, or my marketing skills, can you help me? I just need about 30 minutes of your time. And I come in and we increase the skill levels that much. Or you honestly say, hey, you know what? I'm really skilled, but I'm bored. I need to increase the challenge level. And this is where you need a coach. Coach can come in and assess you, and especially if they know you, or he knows you, or she knows you pretty well, he or she can help you really increase that challenge level a bit more. Now, there's a third component to this, which is my original distinction, which is outside of the skill and challenge level. Another way to increase your enjoyment is to refine your vision for the future, for yourself, your business, for your clients, for your customers, all of the above, and even your community perhaps. Because, you know, part of being bored could also be a function that your vision for the future is not strong enough, it's not compelling enough, does not call you, doesn't engage you, doesn't get you up in the morning, doesn't get you jumping out of bed. Not to say that that's a very good gauge of your vision, but you know, if you don't have a vision statement or a future vision statement, or you have one and it's not really calling to you, or you can't even remember it, then you may want to create a vision statement that compels you. Now, that's both an art and a science. It's an art in the sense that it comes out of dialogue and personal reflection that mostly only coaches can do. And again, I'm not trying to oversell, I'm just telling you the truth. Mostly a well-trained coach can really bring that out of you by listening keenly, by saying the right words, being amused, inspiring you to think in a particular way, okay? That stays true to yourself, but also stays true to your market, to the people you want to help. So that's important to engage with. I hope that helps. And if you have any questions, reach out to me. Let's talk. Take care. Have a great evening. Take care. Or a great day if it's not nighttime. Take care. Have a great day.